If you ever wondered how to make your Amazon merch ads more effective without wasting time, I got several comments asking for this video, so today I'm gonna show you my approach. I will share a strategy that helps you save time and effort while still getting great results. Stay until the end because I have some special tips for lower tier sellers that you don't want to miss. So to make it easy for you to follow, I created this Miro board. And I know many of you want to see some insights from my account. So here we are, that's a screenshot from my account. As you can see, I'm in tier 30k. And of course, yes, I'm also waiting for my tier up. So please Amazon, press that button. So I'm not showing you the screenshot to boast about my account, but to show you how many designs I have online and how many products there are online. So except for the Japanese market where I don't have an ads account, I could put ads on every marketplace and on every product. So that could mean a lot of work, basically a full-time job. So of course I don't want to do ads all day, so here's my approach to ads. I'm following this very simple principle that's called Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. You may already know this principle, but if you don't, well, it's pretty simple. It just says that 80% of the outcome comes from 20% of the causes. Now with my ad strategy, I want to focus on these 20% causes. Now you probably also see this Pareto principle in your account, because at least 80-90% of your designs that are online won't even sell. So it's just 20% or even less designs that even sell on your account. If you are not regularly changing out your designs, of course. But you could also apply this principle to product types. Now you could ask a lot of POD sellers, what is your best selling product? And I think they would mostly say, yeah, well, it's the standard t-shirt, at least on Amazon merch. So my reason to apply this Pareto principle on my ads is to save a lot of time and do ads the most efficient way. And sure, I may leave some money on the table, but in my opinion, the time and effort that I save is greater than these lost sales. In the past, I ran ads to mostly every product and every marketplace. And of course I still have some old campaigns running, but I deactivated all the bad performers. Well, now you're probably asking, well, how does he apply the Pareto principle on his ads? Let me show you. So I only advertise one marketplace and one product. And you may have guessed it, it's the standard t-shirt and the American marketplace. Well, in fact, I upload my new designs only on the American marketplace, but on all products from the American marketplace. But I only advertise the standard t-shirts. And by the way, I don't use bullet points anymore, so that's Pareto for my listings. Okay, so that's the theory. Now let me show you the step-by-step process. So here's my step-by-step ads guide. Step number 1, you have to get the ASINs. No, first you have to get the ASINs of your products that you want to advertise. And you can easily do that with the Productor plugin or also with the MerchRex Chrome extension. That's the alarm to get the ASINs. It's very important. So you go to your Amazon merch dashboard, then you click on products right here, and then it will look something like this. Now we want to set the filters. You click on status, well, not on status itself, but on this burger menu. Click on it, then you unselect, select all, then you click on live. Now we only have the live products. This is the product type. Now we want the standard t-shirts. Click select all, then standard t-shirt. Okay, we scroll to the right. Here we got marketplace. You click the menu, click select all, scroll down and choose US. Then you scroll through the right. Now I've already selected created, but in your case you just have to click created. Then it will sort your listings from newest to oldest. Now I'm guessing you want to add your newest creations to the ads, so you want to sort it like that. Now we want to go to the left again, and here's some useful tip. Now you can do this by clicking and dragging this bar right here, but you can also do it by pressing pressing and holding shift, and then you can scroll with your mouse wheel to the right and to the left. And release shift and you can scroll up and down. Now you want to choose your products. You can just click the first one, for example, and then select your products. Or you can click on the first one, then press and hold shift and click the last one. And then you selected all the different products that are in between. To unselect the products, you just click this icon right here that says unselect all. And you could also select the products by using this button, select, click it, and then you just click 10 for example, and it selects the first 10 products. Now to get these ASINs, you just click on this button that's next to the delete button. It says export selected, you click it, and right here in the middle it's the option where it says copy ASINs to clipboard. Just click that. So now that we got our ASINs in our clipboard, what's the next step? Well, step 2 is you go to your Amazon advertising dashboard. And I think you know how to do this. You just click on this advertise button. Now here's a tip for lower tier sellers that don't see this button. Try turning off your ad blocker. I mean, really, your ad blocker could hide this button. So if you think you don't have access to ads yet, try it. So let's just click it. And then you just click on this button right here that says Amazon Ads. And then you get to your Amazon Advertising Console. Now I have the link to my Amazon Advertising Console as a bookmark on my browser. So that saves me a bit of time. Now we got to the Amazon Advertising dashboard. The next step is to create a campaign. Now to create a campaign, you just click on this button in the middle of your dashboard that says create campaign, and let's just do that on my dashboard. So when you click create campaign, it will look like this. You can choose your campaign type, and for these Amazon merch products I would always choose sponsored products. So you just click continue. So here you can set a new ad group name. By default it just says ad group and then the date and then the specific time. Well, for explanation, you got your campaign, and inside of your campaign there's the ad group, and inside your ad group there are your ASINs, or your products in this case. So in this case we just leave it like that. Then you scroll down to products. Now for our process we just click enter list. Then you click on this box, and then you would just paste your ASINs right into this box and click on add. Well, for obvious reasons I can show you this step right now, but I think you get the idea. You will then see all these products on the right here. Then you scroll down to targeting, and it says automatic targeting, where Amazon will target keywords and products that are similar to the product in your ad, or manual targeting, where you choose keywords or products to target shopper searches and set custom bids. Where for manual targeting you have to choose your own keywords or products, so that's an advanced strategy. So for our campaign we leave it on automatic targeting. Then you scroll down to automatic targeting, and then you click on set bids by targeting group. So here we got close match, loose match, substitutes and complements. And if you don't know what that means, you can just hover over this I right here and Amazon gives you this explanation. Then we have to type in the bid right here. So if you want to burn all your money, you just leave it like that. But of course we don't want that. So here are my bids that I like to use. For close match I like to use 28 cents. Loose match we got 20 cents, substitutes we got 10 cents, and complements we also got 10 cents. Now of course these bids also depend on your niches and how competitive these niches are. I like to be in very small and medium niches, and I found out that these bids are quite a good start. If you're in very competitive niches, you might want to up your bids. Here's another tip for our international viewers. This is the American format, so you can't use a comma. Okay, that was unexpected. Let's do it again. Let's type in 0,28 and click right here, and it changed the comma to the dot. That's very nice. Okay, then you scroll down. You can also add some negative keyword targeting. That means you could enter keywords where you don't want your product to be seen, but in this case you don't have to enter anything. So we leave it like that and we scroll down. And of course you can also do that with products, and we also leave it like that. So you scroll down to your campaign, then you can choose your campaign bidding strategy. Now you get to choose from dynamic bids up and down, dynamic bids down only, and fixed bids. These bidding strategies are also explained right here. For my ads I had the best experience with down only, so we just click dynamic bids down only. Then you scroll down. You can also do your bid adjustments by specific placements. That means you can increase your bids for the first page on Amazon. That means top of search right here. Then you got rest of search. That means any other pages from the search results. And then you got product pages. These are the ads that you can see on the product page itself. For these types of ads we just leave it like that. Then you scroll down. You can give your campaign a specific campaign name, and I would always do that because then you can filter by your campaign names. So let's write lottery auto. Let's use the dash right here, auto, and use AI designs 1 for the first campaign. Now you're probably asking, how many ASINs do you put in a campaign? Well, I personally put about 400 to 500 ASINs in one campaign and then create the next campaign. In the past I had campaigns where I had thousands of ASINs in one ad group, and the problem with that is you will have a lot of ASINs that will not get any views or clicks. So I would rather keep these ad groups small, but not too small, because then you will have a lot of adjustments to do. Then you can choose a portfolio where you want to put your campaign in, and that's always a good option to structure your campaigns and to have them way more organized. So for example, I put them into the portfolio AI designs. Then you can put in a start date and an end date For general evergreen designs, I wouldn't put an end date right here. An end date would make sense if it's a design for an event, for example. Then I would put the end date just one day before the event, because then you can be sure that the delivery times are over this event. Then you can set your daily budget. I always like to choose $15. This makes sure you don't overspend your ads with some crazy spenders, for example. But in my experience, you won't reach this daily budget. So don't worry. Then you just click launch campaign and that's it. So here we are back in our My Report. Now you set the campaign and now what? Set it and forget it? Well, no, that's not a good idea. Step 4 is do the adjustments. Now, what adjustments do you have to do? Well, there's two kinds. Adjustment A and adjustment B. So adjustment A are weekly adjustments, that means once a week, and I have a specific day of the week where I adjust my ads, so you don't forget it. Now what do? The first task is to check for high spenders that are not profitable. That means if they have a high ACoS, and deactivate them. That means you just go into the ad group that you just created, created a week ago, and look for high spenders with a high ACoS. Well, the ACoS is an indication if your ad is profitable or not. And the ACoS depends on the price that you set for your products. So you know me, I like to keep it simple. I price all my new designs on standard t-shirts for $19.99 on US Marketplace. And that means I need an ACoS of about 20% to be profitable. So everything that's above 20% I just deactivate. Next you check for sellers with a good ACoS. And then you may create a new auto campaign for this ASIN. A good ACoS in this case means 20% or lower. And then you could decide if you want to take this ASIN and create a new campaign for it. You would typically first set an auto campaign for this ASIN first. And then you can always decide if you want to do a manual campaign for it. Now these were basically adjustments on the ad group level. Now we go to adjustment B and we do these adjustments once a month. So once a month you check the overall ACoS of the ad group. That means of the whole campaign that you created. Is the ACoS too high? Then you lower the bids. Is the ACoS too low? Then you raise the bids. Well, it's quite simple. You should do that because with a high ACoS you will burn your money, and with the low ACoS you are leaving money on the table. So if you price your standard shirts by $19.99 on the US Marketplace, you always want to be around 20% ACoS. Okay, here's a bonus for you. Now let's talk about some strategies for lower tiers. Well, some might say this is very Pareto principle what I do with my ads, but I really don't want to spend so much time on my ads. But if you want to dedicate more time on your ads, there are some possibilities. Well, first of all, you can create more ad groups. My tip right here would be that you would create one ad group per niche. And this could be a very good strategy because the bids always depend on the niche where you are in. So the more you separate your ASINs by niche, for example, the better you can control your bids. I do this just by the number of ASINs, but if you want to dedicate more time for your ads, you can do it by a niche group. The next tip would be have less ASINs in one ad group. Well, basically that's a step up from the first advice. Instead of 400 or 500 ASINs that I put in my ad group, you can just put in 100 or 200 ASINs in your ad group. By doing that, you have better control over your bids. The next tip would be create more single ASIN auto campaigns. And what you do is basically you take a look into your lottery campaigns and see which designs are selling really nice with ads. And that means they basically have a good ACoS. And then you just take this one ASIN and put it into a new single ASIN auto campaign. By doing that, you have total control over this one single ASIN. Next, you can create more single ASIN manual campaigns. This would be the next step from the single ASIN auto campaigns. For these manual campaigns, you will need some keywords, and you get these keywords from these single ASIN auto campaigns. There's a button in these campaigns that says search terms. Then you can see the different search terms that customers looked for on Amazon. Then you can just pick these search terms that led to a sale and put them into these manual campaigns. The next tip would be that you would advertise more products. Well, now I always talked about t-shirts, but of course you can always advertise more products in your ad campaigns. And last but not least, you can advertise on more marketplaces. Right now you can advertise on every marketplace, I think, except for Japan. So you can just apply this strategy to all the different kinds of marketplaces and products. Now you're probably thinking, why isn't he doing that for his ads? Well, of course I could do it, but it would be like a full-time job. In a lower tier, you don't have that many designs and products online, so you can take more time for your ads and try to make more sales with ads. Now, of course, you don't have to pick all of these strategies for your ad account. It always depends on how much time you want to spend with your ads. And you always have to keep in mind that you need to adjust them. Now, of course, ads are very important for making sales, but if you want to know some more reasons why your sales might be low right now, then check out this video right here.